playing behind Timo Werner, and I don't think that Joachim Löw is afraid to use any of the players who probably fringe in terms of starting in the World Cup. I'd be surprised if Braxton doesn't make the squad, but as I said, I don't expect him to be a fixture in their lineup in the opening games in the World Cup.
Apart from Busquets coming back in, maybe one or two tweaks, I don't think Rodrigo will start the World Cup, but that's very much, I think, the Spanish back five, including the goalkeeper.
Yes, I don't think there'll be too many changes defensively with that. As you said, Diego Costa will probably come back as the figurehead. Who knows? Alvaro Morata may return to the squad. One or two changes, of course, but once again, a very strong outfit.
Off we go. One of the most meaningful of the World Cup 18 warm-up games, that's for sure. Germany, winners of the competition in Brazil. Spain, winners of the competition in Johannesburg.
Pretty handy for 2 mistakes, isn't it?
Sorry, Evan, that national award for Kimmich, by the way, came on the back of an ever-present run in the qualifying. That's a lovely ball by Iniesta. Spain lead. 5 minutes gone. Rodrigo Moreno justifies his inclusion for the starting lineup. Brilliant. So very typical ball by Iniesta.
And the movement is outstanding. He doesn't move, and then Iniesta's got no option but to play it into feet. As soon as he sees that, Iniesta's got a yard or so, he can decide, stand my ground. He would have received it and been able probably to turn and shoot. But Hummels is sleeping. He's ball watching, no idea what Rodrigo is. That's a super finish as ter Stegen comes out, clips it with power. Great finish.
Well, he's brimful of confidence. Germany have won 11 and Spain 7. It's very opening, very open, very... He tracks through, makes the run out wide intelligently to open up a space to Ozil. He didn't make the best use of it. Here's Khedira. Balancing up from the back, testing for De Gea.
Well, the idea was nice, just a little bit too much air time. And so in order to make up, to get to the ball, there was a big hole to run into.
Müller bundled into his marker and he's fouled it. He's fouled Jordi Alba. Great take that from Isco.
Yeah, Hector completely misjudged it. Isco took it so easily. You're right, it's one for Koke really just to...
His team was beaten by a Puyol goal in Durban, that was. Oh, that's a lovely ball through and a chance squandered. Pushed wide by young Werner, but it was a beautiful ball played into him.
I think it's been flagged for offside. Oh, that's tight, isn't it? Piqué's beaten, drags his shot. Be disappointed that it doesn't touch the target, hit the target. Being flagged or not. He's trying to place it, which is not a bad thing. It's not really out of his feet, Werner, so he went for this sort of safer option.
5 o'clock. Germany against Brazil Tuesday. Evan and I lucky enough to be doing that one as well. Here's Silva. And Moreno tried to find him with a return and it went wide.
I just thought he was going to drop his shoulder to the right and move to the left. David Silva wins the ball back. This was that passage of play down in the corner. That was a joy to watch.
He knows all about Iniesta, but his team can't get to grips with the man they've called the Pale Knight in his time, Iniesta, the illusionist. Silva is in the wide position. Has he delayed a little bit too long, I wonder? Iniesta arriving. Here's Rodrigo Moreno back into the middle. They've slightly overplayed it, and it's lifted over in the end by Iniesta.
No, that's a shame, a great move. They found the ball actually from Rodrigo Moreno, was betwixt and between. Just a little bit behind Koke, and not quite on the money for Isco.
Ozil, 1-2 play, lovely give and go, and off to Müller. Draxler, Hector in support, drove it across. In a German corner.
Yes, and drove it well. I don't think it was on target.
can't get into this side. He's on the bench. And it's like Nacho Monreal can't even get in the squad. Carvajal, he's been a little bit iffy in possession, Carvajal, a couple of times. There again, he was caught slumbering. Germany quick to press him, just as Spain have been quick to press Kimmich.
Well, I would choose Azpilicueta ahead of Carvajal at fullback. I think he's a much more rugged defender.
Kroos, Khedira. Muller, great strike, terrific equaliser. Really good hit for his 38th international goal. And his first in a year. 1-1.
No, I've not seen every goal that Thomas Muller has scored for the national team or indeed Bayern Munich. He does need to get involved in a build-up play. Jonathan, this is what he does, but not too often from outside the box like that. He's very much a penalty box goal scorer. It's a wonderful strike, isn't it? Not closed down, Iniesta's closest, half-hearted attempt, and he guides that with power. It's not that far away from De Gea. I think it takes him by surprise.
Not great backlift either, was there?
It's a side foot, isn't it? It's almost like one of those free kicks that we see the modern-day players taking, and they hit it with the side foot, gets up and over the wall and comes down with pace. They did that with the ball just moving a little. So it would happen. They didn't panic. Slowly got themselves back on into the game first of all.
Flag raised against Rodrigo Moreno, but a brilliant shift of feet by Iniesta.
There's a touch from Muller just to set himself. Ball is just moving, a yard or so away. There's no pressure on the ball, it has to be said. He scoops it up, doesn't he? And it has to be something special to beat.
For many reasons. So they've got a man over on the far side. Draxler, can he make use of it? He's gone wide, blocked off, good defending. Really strong and experienced defending by Sergio Ramos, and he showed a little bit of naivety there.
Even if Ramos didn't really read it, which I believe he did just about, there was no body movement from Draxler. Yeah, it's a standard drag across the body, and unless you shift your body a little bit more, your weight onto one foot, unless he's a top-class footballer.
Here's Werner, strong run from him, just nudged at the last moment. It's a corner kick. Good positive run, and I think that's probably what Joachim Löw has told him. Go out and enjoy yourself more and be more positive.
Great when the opportunity's there, no doubt about it.
Germany have started the second half well. Kroos, Draxler. Oh, terrific effort and a fine save too. It was veering in the air from Julian Draxler. That's his best moment so far in the game.
This time De Gea is equal to the shot, which is a super strike from Draxler. The same sort of, that's a great save, same sort of technique actually, but more backlift, a little bit more momentum actually addressing the ball. Right, that's a pretty good return.
Rodrigo Moreno, Isco. Now Silva. Spain have played well within themselves in this second period. Saul. Pass off, and it's come here to Thiago. The big setup, Jordi Alba forward. And you can see why he's got a couple of goals. Meaning of the word friendly in terms of football. So competitive. Here's Kroos into the box, lovely run forward, and off the top of the woodwork from Hummels. Beautiful set-piece routine.
Yeah, that was nice to see. A right smile. Should have scored, and he knows it, Mats Hummels. Either that or you head this back across with Thomas Muller. Completely free, gets in between Sergio Ramos and Jordi Alba. And Muller wanted it back across. If that's not on, he's one of the best young players in European football right now.
So a good run actually of 90-minute performances for Manchester City. Meanwhile, Sancho with a cross. Silva did well to readjust, because I think Costa got a touch in the middle, but he couldn't find the back of the net. Good chance for Spain, that. Gundogan's there in support.
Yeah, well read. You see Gomez coming from a long way away, Dani Carvajal.
Oh, that's a poor ball, and it very nearly broke to Gomez. Ramos came back and scooted it out, and needed 30 seconds to go, 1-1.
Yeah, Goretzka was at full stretch and he wasn't able to really divert it well enough to Gomez, who's a little bit off balance. He's actually coming towards the ball. And mentally you keep them alert and helpful, and also sharp enough to be effective when they're called upon.
Away by the well-positioned Kimmich. And that's it. Brilliant first half.